love you. I was gonna cry backstage.
You were gonna cry.
I was like, I don't know if I have the waterproof mascara on. You gotta stop talking.
Yo, you are everything,
Oh,
honey.
I love
As you can see, we all love you. You feel our energy?
I do. The energy.
And all the love.
But that's you. They came to see you. How amazing is JHud?
Thank you.
Right?
Oh my God. Do you remember when we did Jefferson's Live together?
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
goodness.
You sang. You didn't sing that theme song. You sang that theme song. It was so good.
Thank you. Thank you.
So good.
It was so fun. That's that's one of my favorite sitcoms ever. So
Me
to be
too.
able to do that, like, do you remember the movie we did together?
Yes, because we were in a film called Confirmation, and it was actually my first time producing a film. It was the beginning of my production company, Simpson Street, and there was this role, and I really, really wanted you to play it, Oscar winner Jennifer Hudson. And so we sent you the script.
Yeah, Oscar winner.
Right? And we sent you the script, and when you said yes, it really was such an affirmation for me of the project and of my company, of the story we were telling. It meant so much to me that you said yes.
Well, anytime you call me to work with you, girl, I will be there with bells on. Just know that it was a dream and an honor to be able to work with you and, be in that capacity with you because, like I said, she is one of my favorite actresses ever.
Oh, thank you.
This woman is on a whole nother level, okay? Okay.
Says the Oscar winner.
Oh, my God. But I was taking notes from you. The Obama's party, you went to the last one,
yes,
too.
you were there, right?
Oh, I was there, but how long were you there till? Did you stay late?
So... The real? What time did you leave?
See, I don't know.
That's when you know it's a party. When you don't even know
Yes.
I know I was nursing at the time, and I remember I brought my pump with me just in case. And thank God.
You
because
did?
At like 2 a.m. I was like, can somebody show me a little closet I can go and pump? Because I'm not ready to leave this party. I was pumping in the closet and then put the milk in the fridge at the White House.
You put it in the fridge at the White House? That baby
Yes.
got some special milk. That was some special milk. Yes. And then, I mean, come on. In our defense, we had to stay because it was the last.
It was the last hurrah.
The last hurrah.
Ugh.
That was timeless, so we will never forget that, right?
Never.
Before they cut out. Okay, your Halloween costume. Can we take a look at this Halloween costume? This. I take it you're a huge Lionel Richie fan.
I'm a huge Lionel Richie fan. I love Lionel Richie. A lot of kids growing up had like teeny boppers, boy bands hanging on their wall. I had a giant Lionel Richie poster. Yeah.
That is so good. Oh my God. First of all, did he see it?
Yes, he saw it. He reposted it, and he told me I won Halloween. So I said, only
You
for
won.
him.
You
For him.
definitely
For
won.
him.
You definitely
It's
won.
not for him. I stand on his shoulders. We have lots of amphibians and reptile interest
Really?
in my
What kind of
house.
pets y'all got?
We have a lizard, a leopard gecko. There he is. I don't know who that crazy lady is with him. But that's Spiral, our leopard gecko.
Oh.
He's so cute. Now, everybody, don't look scared. He's cute.
So you don't...
Let me tell you, too, it's like having 3 pets because you have to feed the superworms the day before you feed the superworms. So it's a whole circle of life thing. And so you have to feed the worms and then feed the worms to the lizard. It's a whole thing.
And how many was it the lizard?
Lizard.
How many does
gecko.
he eat? The
He
gecko.
eats about 4.
4 of them. Girl, when I was I was in Florida not too long ago, and it was one sitting on the patio of my hotel room. Jennifer was gone. I told that, listen, you can have this whole room. I don't know. Okay. So you have 2 girls too.
I do.
And what is it like? Because I only have a son. So what is it like having girls?
I'm an only child, so I'm fascinated by the sibling dynamic. I could just watch them interact with each other all day long because it's so fun for me to see that they have somebody, to have somebody like that you get to witness the crazy of your family together.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were a substitute teacher?
I was.
Tell us about that.
Substitute teaching was a great job when I was trying to get work in New York as an actor because they call you that morning and they ask you if you're free. So if I had auditions, I wouldn't go, but if I didn't have any auditions, I would go and substitute teach. And I used to do all grades, like elementary school and high school, and then after Save the Last Dance came out, the high school students were cutting class to come see Chanel teaching. And so the principal called me into his office and said, you can't do high school anymore. So then I was only doing elementary school.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. You hit the #1 movie in the world on Netflix.
Yes, thank you.
That is the power of Kerry Washington. That is for sure.
Oh, I'm really proud of it. It's really fun, the School for Good and Evil. It's great. But, you know, in my house, it's really special because I had a movie come out the same weekend as my husband,
As your husband.
both on Netflix, and his film is #1 in the United States.
Look at that. That is awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
Oh, my
It's The Good Nurse.
So your new movie,
Yes.
did you do stunts or a lot of
Yeah, I just
training?
finished doing something. It's just in Colombia. We were filming, and I had to do it was a big action movie. I've never done a big action movie.
I was
you did
wondering,
too, right?
Yeah, but look, I don't know how much more action mine was over yours. I want to hear.
was like, why didn't I do this in my 20s?
Did
What
you
was
do
I
your
thinking?
stunts? I know,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, I did. I had a stunt person when she and I would share big stunts for sure, but I tried to do as much as insurance would let me.
Right.
And I loved it. I loved it. It was hard though.
It was scary for me because seeing the stunt people do the stunts, I was like, y'all want us to do what? Oh my God. Like I had never saw it that up close and personal.
Really crazy. Being a stunt person is it's so phenomenally brave.
Yes.
The way that they put themselves on the line so that we can tell the story
Right.
is really heroic.
I think they deserve a whole lot more credit.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
Please welcome Emma Yasi Coronaldi. Oh my God, you are so gorgeous. See,
Look who's talking.
that show is everything, first of all.
She's everything.
You are everything. I was like, she's so beautiful that I tried to do my hair like her today. You see
You
my
nailed
hairstyle?
it.
You
You
came out with
nailed
a whole
it.
nother
You look
fierce
good.
looking
Yes,
hairstyle. You could wear anything.
She's got one of those faces.
does.
So can you, because you've been short too, so don't even try it.
I try. I'm a different girl every day. Keep
Yes.
watching the show. Oh my God. Tell us about your name.
Well, my name is Emma Yatsi. My dad is from Panama, and he wanted to name me after the story of this princess in Panama named Yemati. But my mom didn't like that name because she actually wanted to name me Brandy, which is also beautiful.
Oh.
So they had a little battle back and forth, and so he took my grandmother's name, my mother's mother, Emma, and Yemati, and made Emma Yatsi.
Beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful?
Wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's so gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tell us about Reasonable Doubt.
Ooh, Reasonable Doubt. And Miss Jack Stewart. You know, it's about this high-powered, bossy defense attorney in L.A. Who's going through a lot of things in her life at the moment when we meet her. You know, she's going through a tumultuous marriage at the time. Her career, she's taking on this very high-profile case that she's, you know, trying to figure out how to navigate, you know, her children, just trying to figure out things in her life. And so we meet her at this point where she's having to face some things about herself that she may not have been aware of before. And so it takes us on a journey of figuring out who this woman is and what she's going through.
Nice. And you wanted to be a lawyer growing up?
I did. For the longest time, I thought I wanted to be a lawyer. You know,
Really?
yeah, my girlfriend and I, we had a pact in school. We had the name of our firm. It was Cornaldi and Sweeney Incorporated.
Oh, you had a name and everything.
Done. Everything was done. But thankfully, I realized sooner than later that I really liked the drama in the courtroom. I liked the bad suits. I liked the acting.
You put the worlds together.
Yes, and I said, you know, you don't really want to do that. You don't want to have to pay for law school. You're not really about it, you know. But she did. She went on to become an attorney, and I now play one.
Yes.
It works out. That is
We have to bring her to set one day.
Oh,
yeah,
my
that would
God.
be so
That
fun.
would be great.
That would be cool. And Kerry, your mom wanted you to be a lawyer.
Yeah. I had no interest in being a lawyer.
No.
But she used to say to me, you know, monologues are just like closing arguments. She
That
wanted
is
me to
true.
do anything but act. But she was just so afraid that I would wind up being a starving artist, you know, so she was trying to convince me to do anything.
Well, Mom, you don't have to be afraid. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You're awesome. So, Emma Yatsi, you have a vision board with Kerry on it.
Isn't that crazy?
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
look at
manifestation.
that.
Do y'all see this?
Oh my gosh. That is a piece of my vision board. And, you know, I had Kerry on there because I've always loved her career. The choices that she made, you know, everything that she's done. I admired the journey.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's so funny though because, you know, you saw on her vision board that it said never compromise.
Wow.
And that's something that has been really true for Emma Yatsi. She's never done projects that aren't fantastic.
Wow.
She's really, like, I've watched her from afar and thought, wow, she makes such spectacular choices. And so actually, when we sent her the script and she said yes, that she would come in and meet, I was like, oh, we might have a show. Because if Emma Yahtzee wants to meet, it better be good.
Yes.
So I was really, just like I said to you, just so affirming when people that you really respect say that they want to be in business with you. I love that we can kind of support one another and affirm one another.
That's amazing.
Absolutely.
And we got to keep doing that.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
make room and space for us. So, Kerry, you're directing the first episode. How is that?
It was amazing. I love directing, but I've mostly just, that's me. I mostly have directed on other people's shows and sort of fallen into what other people's vision and aesthetic is. So this was my first time getting to establish the look and the feel for the show, set the tone. We have an incredible writer's room, and our showrunner, Ramla Mohammed, is amazing. She worked with me on Scandal, Little Fires Everywhere. She's brilliant. And she asked me to direct the pilot. I was really honored and excited, and I had a blast. But when you get to work with actors of this caliber, it's just so fun.
Oh, my goodness.
Listen.
I have to put my bid in because I know I got to work with you as an actress, but I would love to work with you. You've been a director one day.
God, are you kidding me?
I'm
How amazing would that be?
Is this happening right now? Is it happening right now?
Yes. It is. So I said, let me get that in there first.
Yes. I mean, listen, we could all play sisters, cousins.
Okay, we can do that too.
People have always said we look like
Y'all
each
hit it?
other.
Yes. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Let's do it.
Direct
Let's find it. Let's find it.
See, that's my vision board that I just put right
There
here.
you go.
Before I would
Vision
love to work with both of you all.
That would be so
It would be
fun.
my honor.
That would be a
my
dream.
honor.
Okay.
Okay.
Right there. All
Okay.
right. Listen.
Witnesses.
We are so excited to have you guys here. Thank you for being back, first of all, Kerry.
I love being here.
Thank
I love
you.
you. Thank you for having us.
We are so happy to have you guys. First of all, I love the show. It is amazing. Okay, you've done an outstanding job, and that's why I was like, I have to have you guys on the show, and I'm so glad you're here. Now, Kerry, you're executive producer of the show, and you help put the cast together. What inspired you? Because I love like how impactful it is, and it's like real. People can relate to it.
Yeah,
That's
so
my favorite
our
part about
show
it.
is inspired, the show says it's inspired by some crazy, true stuff. And it is based on or inspired by Tracy McMillan's life. So Tracy McMillan is an extraordinary writer. She has a beautiful memoir called I Love You, But I'm Leaving You Anyway. And her dad was in and out of prison her whole life. And so the show is really about what it's like to not just be somebody who's formerly incarcerated, but what it's like to love somebody who's formerly incarcerated. And even though it sounds like it's a particular story about a particular family, so many people in this country have come in contact with our so-called justice system, 80 million people in this country. So it's a story about a lot of us and a lot of our families. I think it's a story about so many of us.
Yes, and I think that's why it resonates so well.
Yeah.
You know, because it speaks of love and family.
Yeah,
and
because everybody relates to, the challenges of living with people that you call family.
Exactly.
I hear the laughter.
We all can relate, right?
I hear it.
We definitely can. And you have such a beautiful cast. You help with the casting and everything.
Well,
huh?
I always say when you're auditioning, you have to remember. I say it to all actors, when you are auditioning, you are the nervous one, but the reality is the producers are nervous because we're the ones with the problem to solve, right? Like we have to find the perfect people for these magical roles, and each of these actors was an answered prayer. They really are so amazing.
It shows.
Yes.
And Marquis, you played the love interest. So what was your audition process like?
We had a chemistry read over Zoom, but I did the chemistry read at my grandmother-in-law's house. We were coming back from Paris from like Fashion Week and whatnot, and
He's so fancy.
I mean, it was my wife. My wife got invited to some Fashion Week stuff, and so we came back to her house, and I'm like, well, does your grandma even have internet? She's like, I think she do. So we asked her, and she's like, yeah, I got internet. I don't know what kind it is, where it is, whatever. So I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this because I need to have good signal for this Zoom. So we get to her house, we're looking for the box. It's in her closet. Turns out she has the fastest internet.
Oh, she had it together.
Thank goodness.
Everything.
That's why we had so much chemistry.
That's it.
So you
Granny.
It just flowed. It was meant to
flowed.
be.
It was meant to
Because
be.
it worked so well together. And then, Jordan, you're amazing.
Yes,
Oh my goodness, such a superstar. What's it like to play like a young Kerry?
It was a lot.
It's a lot.
Because when I first got to set, I was very rambunctious. I was like very nervous. I was like,
Were you shaking, really?
yes!
You're such a good actor, I didn't notice you were nervous.
And I walked on set, and then I see Miss Kerry coming from upstairs, and I was like, There she is.
There she is.
There she is.
Oh my goodness.
And then she comes and like greets me, and I'm like, hi, yeah. I do the scene, and then we just become besties.
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 Besties. You look like you're having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And Polly, so you get to play her son. Like, what is that experience like for you? And is she like a mom? Guys, I gotta ask both of you this. Like, in between scenes.
Yeah,
What is it like
absolutely.
working with her?
Also, can I drink this?
Yes, it's for you, baby. We are a family. You all get one.
Really proud of you for drinking some water.
Yeah.
See, there she goes. There she goes.
See, that's the
what I'm
mom in
saying.
her.
So, every day on set, I'm 20, I don't have the healthiest diet on the planet, but I eat a lot of sugar, I drink a lot of energy drinks because I get tired very quickly, 20-year-old sleep schedule, it's very bad, it's very off. So, but in all fairness, she was the first person that has ever made me feel like super safe and comfortable on a set. And from day one, off rip, off the pilot. Even the callback, the Zoom call immediately, the first Zoom I did with her, I was horrified, I was terrified. But, she just set me into it, she grounded me, she's genuinely like, the industry mother for me.
I love that. How does that make you? What are you thinking? How does it make you feel?
I feel really lucky. I feel really lucky that I get to be part of this group of actors that are also like generous and kind. And it's like we have these really magical careers. We're so blessed to be able to do this work. And so I want to make sure as a producer and as a lead actor that I'm creating an environment where other people feel like they can do good work. And so
That's
it
what
means
it's
a lot
about.
for me to hear that.
That's what it's about. Oh my goodness. And G, what is it like playing her sister?
Oh my goodness. It's a blast. It's so much fun. And I got so lucky. Carrie and I met day one of shooting, and we had to immediately just show everyone we're sisters. We have an insane history, but Carrie is so warm, the best scene partner, so generous, and
so much fun.
I think it blows our mind too. Like we'll do something and we're like, did we just fall in love? Like, is this again? Do it again. Like it's really magical, and it just shows that there's so much magic in this cast. It just came together and it worked out in a way that was more than I can imagine.
And that the stories we're telling, are like just really wonderful stories about family. You know, that's the show is so much about what it means to be in a family and defining family in all kinds of different ways. You look at this cast, you can see we've got like different races, different ages, inner children, outer children. We're doing it all.
It's covering it all. And so well. You guys are doing amazing. Plus, you get to work with Delroy Lindo, who's a legend.
The legend. He's a beast.
And Kerry Washington,
No, he really is. Delroy is the
GOAT.
Yeah, he's
the GOAT.
He makes us all. I always say every time he walks on set, his professionalism, his commitment, his integrity, like he makes us better every single day. He was my only choice to play this role. I said from the beginning, like the only person I want to play my dad is Delroy. If he says no, I don't know if we have a show. So when he said yes, I was like, we have a show!
You have a show and a great show. Yeah. Now, Kerry, tell us, what's been the response from people who've been watching the show?
I think people are surprised by the show because of the tone, because it's so funny and so heartwarming. It really makes you think. And I know when I first met Tracy McMillan, she said one of the reasons she wanted to make the show is because when people met her dad, who was in and out of prison her whole life, that they were always like, wow, he's so smart and funny and charming and elegant. I would have never thought that he was in and out of prison your whole life. And she was like, you know what? We need to make people think about our stereotypes, our assumptions about who people are. Like, we need to check ourselves. And
that's
so
a good point.
I think that's a big part of how people have responded to the show, which is exciting. And other people say they just feel really seen, that they relate to struggling in a relationship with a parent, struggling in a relationship with a child, that they really see themselves in this family.
Yes, I believe that. And actually, we have someone in the audience who's a fan of the show. Cindy, can you come on down here, girl? Yes, that's you, ma'am. Come on, Cindy. You get to meet the amazing cast. Oh, right over You get the front row seat.
Oh my goodness!
Are you surprised, Cindy? Look around. What are you thinking? What are you feeling right now?
1 second. You're Kerry Washington, and you're Jennifer Hudson. Wow. Thank you so much for making this show. It moved me. I was crying every episode and laughing. But it was a very, very moving experience. My father wasn't in prison, but he and I were estranged when I was a child. And so to watch you talking to each other, and it got me to look at my inner child and talk to her too. And so it was a very, very healing experience. And I think this show helped me to see my dad as human. And not just as a dad, you know?
That is a great point. That's what I mean by real people.
Yes.
So it was a very, very moving show, and I cannot believe I'm getting to tell you this to your face.
You have no idea what a gift that is to us to be able to hear that.
You guys served your purpose more 10 times over through the art. It was very felt, very moved. You played your role, girl.
Right. She knows
Y'all all
she's
played the role, but baby, you did your thing.
assignment.
This is such a raw and authentic show, and I was moved from the very first second that I watched it. And I thank you all so much for coming together and making it, and thank you for having me on here.
Thank you for being here.
Jennifer.
Girl.
Right? Give it up for Jennifer.
Oh, thank you.
Miss Jennifer, Auntie Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for being you. I have been a fan of yours since I was a child and you were on American Idol.
Wow,
and
thank you.
As a diva, as diva.
Come on, diva.
From diva to diva, sometimes it's hard to take up all of your space as a diva. And you've inspired me. You both have inspired me my entire life, that it's okay to be me.
It
and
is.
to be my full self.
Yes.
So I thank you both, because you're Miss Olivia Pope.
Yes, and I thought I was Olivia Pope too. We just want to be Kerry Washington, okay?
I cannot leave him up here. Wow. You all's show has meaning and it has purpose, and this show isn't just entertainment, it is healing. It is a healing, and y'all did a fantastic job, all of y'all. So I thank y'all for making it, and I thank you for having me up here.
And I know you got one more question. What you want to ask?
Yes, season 2. Can you talk about it?
What can you tell us? What do we have to look forward to?
What can we hear about?
I feel like this is a good place to let people know, right? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Season 2 is happening.
Oh! Yes! Season 2 is happening. Y'all hear that?
It's gonna air July 17th.
July 17th.
July 17th.
Thank you for that.
Yes. On Hulu. July 17th. Yeah.
Wow, keep it up, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. You're healing people, blessing people, lifting people up with your art. Will you come back again and see it?
Yes.
We would love to have you. Thank you so much. Season 2 of Unprisoned premieres July. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.